Shanghai Cooperation Organization have been created to maintain good relation with its member state. But the complex relationship between India, China and Pakistan has created more conflicts. Hello everyone, welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today we are going to discuss an important topic, and the title of today's topic is what are the key takeaways of SCO Summit 2023, and this topic is important from GS2 perspective from IR. Before moving to the points of discussion, first of all we will discuss previous day practice question. So the question was, consider the following statement regarding COP27. First statement is the conference took place in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt. Under it, AWARE was launched. Under it, Loss and Damage Fund was initiated. So all these statements are correct. So your answer would be C, all three. Moving to the points of discussion part. So here, first of all, we will discuss the news. What are the key takeaways? What is Samarkand Declaration? India refuses to back BRI project. Practice question for prelims and mains. Moving to the news part. So, we all know that this week Prime Minister Narendra Modi has hosted Shanghai Cooperation Organization. And what are the key takeaways from this whole summit? We will discuss in the further slides. So, we already know that this summit has been held in the virtual format because of the tense relationship between India and Pakistan and India and China. So, it has been decided that this summit will be held virtually. And the key takeaways from this whole summit was that Iran has become the permanent member of this organization. So in the comment section, you have to answer that how many members are involved in the SCO. So this is the news. Moving to the next slide, which is what are the key takeaways. So the first point is targeting terror. So India had targeted China and Pakistan, and it had said that China is constantly provoking and it is constantly harming its territorial boundary. On the other hand, it had also targeted Pakistan for its counter-terrorism and also supporting terror activities. So this was the target by the India, and it has also targeted CPEC, which is China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project, and it had said that, you know, for connectivity, this project is very good. But this is not just a connectivity project, it is harming the sovereignty of the India. So this is the takeaway of India. Moving to the next slide. So what Pakistan and other countries had said about this. So Pakistan has said that, you know, the rights of religious minorities should be respected, and it had took dig about the India that their fundamental rights and privacy should be respected, and in order to maintain their political agenda or domestic political agenda, they should not be targeted. So this is the view of Pakistan. What China has said that, so first of all, China has talked about the cooperation rather than competition and conflict, and it said that in order to bridge the difference between all these countries, we need to more focused on the cooperation part rather than the competition part. So this is the China's statement. The China had also taken dig on the USA, and it said that there should not be a Cold War kind of situation in the world because it has a problem with the US, and it said that, you know, so many countries are very close to the US, including India, and it has said that, you know, it is backing and it is making a camp kind of situation in the whole world, and the situation will become like a Cold War and there will be tussle for the power. So this is a statement for the China. Moving to the next slide. Russia. So what Russia has said, this whole organization and this whole summit was very important from Russia point of view, because after the Wagner rebellion, this is the first exercise, multilateral exercise, which are attended by the Putin. And what the Putin has said, so first of all, Putin had thanked all the member organization, and Putin has said that in order to maintain law and order in its country, all the member country had supported it. And we have seen that all these member countries have not publicly condemned the Russia's situation and Russia's steps in the Ukraine. So in order to all these things, Putin had first thanked all the member countries. On the other hand, Putin had also stressed that there is external forces involved in the border of their countries, and that external forces is creating more problems in Russia, and they are backing Ukraine with arms and ammunition, and because of that there is more problem between Russia and Ukraine. So this is the statement by the Putin. Moving to the next slide, which is statements of SCO summit. So this time we all know that India had conducted this summit in a virtual format. So what is the New Delhi Declaration about the summit? So New Delhi Declaration first focused on the BRI initiative, and it has said that it will not sign the BRI initiative of the China. On the other hand, it had also stressed upon the joint coordinated efforts by the international community against the terrorist group, religious intolerance, aggressive nationalism, ethnic and racial discrimination, xenophobia, idea of fascism and chauvinism. So what we have seen that all the member countries have these kind of problems. We have religious intolerance kind of problem in our country. Russia has hyper nationalism kind of situation. China has also hyper kind of nationalism and fascism kind of situation. So all these countries have this kind of problem. Pakistan has a terror funding. So these kind of problems should be resolved. So India had focused on all these key topics. Moving to the what is the Samarkand Declaration? So we will discuss in the further slide. So this is the Samarkand Declaration. So Samarkand is a city of Uzbekistan, and 2022 SU summit was held in Uzbekistan. So this time we have New Delhi Declaration. So past year we have Samarkand Declaration. So what it has focused on? So it has focused on peaceful settlement of differences and dispute between countries through dialogue and consultation. So what we have find here that there is an absence of dialogues between India and China, India and Pakistan and other member countries. So there should be dialogue, and dialogue should be promoted, and if we will discuss things through dialogue and peaceful resolution, then our problem could be solved, and we could avoid a situation of war. So this is a Samarkand Declaration, and it is very important from India's point of view because Varanasi was declared as the SU tourism and cultural capital, and in this declaration India had also stressed on the millets production because 2023 is the year of International Year of Millets. So India had also stressed upon that it can lead the millet production. So this is Samarkand Declaration. Moving to the next slide. India refuses to back BRI project. So this is very important key takeaways from India's point of view because so many countries have signed it, but India has refused this thing. So first of all, we will know what is BRI project. So it is a project initiated by China, and in 2030 Xi Jinping has coined this term, and what its purpose was. So its purpose is seeks to connect Asia, Africa, Europe via land and maritime. And it says that, it is promoting infrastructural development in all these countries. But India has a different kind of stand in this regard, and it says that, it is more of infrastructural project, and it is supporting the terrorist activities, and it is also harming the sovereignty of India and territorial disputes of India and China and India and Pakistan. So this is the India's stand regarding this, and India has refused this thing in Samarkand Declaration as well, and it is refusing constantly since 2013. So this is India's stand regarding this. So moving to the question part. So your question is, consider the following statement regarding Belt and Road Initiative. Your first statement is, the name was coined by former Chinese President Jiang Zemin. The second statement is, it aims to improve connectivity cooperation on a transcontinental scale. Which of the following statement given above is not correct? Here they are asking not correct statement. So your options are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. So you have to answer this in the comment section. Moving to the mains part. Your question is, examine the concerns and impacts associated with China Belt and Road Initiative, which has expanded itself from being just an infrastructure project. So you have to first, what you have to do, you have to divide your answer in 3 parts. So first you have to write intro, then body and conclusion. So this question is talking about BRI project. So first you have to here introduce what is BRI, who has coined it, and when it has been started. And in the body part, you have to understand the demand of the question. So they are asking for the examine and concerns and impact associated with China and Belt and Road Initiative. So here you have to first highlight what are the concerns and impacts. So here you have to write concerns. So what are the concerns? Because this is not what you can say project welfare kind of project by China. So it is giving debt and loan to the all the member countries, and they are developing this project. So there could be a problem of debt trap, and sovereignty of many country will be also harmed in this, and all the developing country will juggle through the debt traps kind of situation. So this is the concern related to it, and India has a different kind of concern related to it, because China and Pakistan, both these countries are involved here, and they both are neighboring countries of India. And in which location it is developing, it was the location of Pakistan occupied Kashmir, and India claims that the region belongs to the India. So this is very dispute kind of situation for India. So these are the concerns for the India. And in the conclusion part, you have to discuss that, for connectivity, this project is very good. But if it's not just limited to connectivity and it is creating disharmony in the world, and so many sovereignty is lost because of this project, then this project should be banned. So this should be your conclusion. I hope you like this lecture. If you have any queries related to this lecture, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.